Greetings. Okay, so this is our happy hour. Let me see. I gotta get into the live with y'all, so give me a second. I got to be in the live so I can see what's going on, make sure the sound is good, the picture is clear. Okay, pretty much. So, right, I cannot with this table. Okay. Okay, I can hear myself. All right, how is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. I think this is our first. Is it our first happy hour for the new year or no? I don't remember. I can't remember. Maybe not. So yeah, greetings everybody. So the list is still open if you're interested. I have placed the names of the ladies that have already purchased their questions. So you guys know where you're at on the list. Okay. But yeah, the list is still open if you're interested. Go ahead and click that black bubble to see what's on the menu for tonight. So $20 per general question, 25 per love question, and 30 for a combo. And the combo comes with a general question or topic or love question and topic. Or sorry, general and love. So whether general question and love question or general topic or love question, you get a combo of both for 30. Payment options are Cash App or the PayPal link, which is in the description as well as in the chat. Make sure you guys leave your question or your topic in the notes section of your payment option if it fits, because I know Cash App is not much space to leave a note. If you are asking about a person, you can leave their name, their initials, their nickname. If you want to go by a nickname or an initial, you can let me know in the notes section as well, or whatever YouTube name, nickname, initials, you want to go anonymous, just let me know. If you're asking about a person, that stays confidential between me and you. If there's a question that you would like to ask that you would like to also keep confidential, you don't want it read out loud, let me know in the note sections or in the chat. What else? Timestamps will be available for every person that gets a live reading tonight. So you can come back and watch this whenever you like. So whatever name you give me, that is a name that will be in the list. And the list goes in the exact order as I receive each person's submission. Okay. So yeah. So I have Mel first on the list and Monica second on the list. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the live. I hope everyone is safe. Everyone is enjoying their night, their day, their evening, wherever you guys are in the world. So due to my new schedule, I have to work around it. So I don't want to fully eliminate the live reads that we do. I did have to sacrifice the mini love read because I'm like, well, when we do happy hour, the love options or the questions or the option for love questions or topics is still available. So if there's something that you need, like a quick pronto, straight, quick to the point read or answer for an inexpensive price, this is the live to do that. But if you want something more extensive, you guys can always book a personal reading with me. So that option is available for you. Okay. All right. So let's dive in. Let's get started. Okay. Hey, Mel, how are you? Okay. So let me open, get the timestamp. I'm pretty good. I just literally just got home from work maybe like 10 minutes ago. Like maybe I'll say 15 minutes ago, maybe around somewhere around there. I just got home literally from work. So, let's see. Your timestamp is 4:47. Yeah, but I am well. Okay. So, your question. Okay, I just seen a submission come in. Rosie, I see yours just came in a few minutes ago. So Rosie, you'll be person 3. Yeah, I can't complain. I mean, I'm just a little, I don't know. I'm kind of like, you know how stuff happens and you feel helpless because you can't help people and stuff like that. Really, not too much. You can just pray for them. That's how I feel about Los Angeles because that's like my second home. Like that's that's a place. That's my heart. One of my hearts. My family and I have friends out there. Yeah, so that's devastating. But thankfully nobody that I know, it's a blessing, but it's still unfortunate for everyone else that suffered in some sort of way. Yeah, so you know how it feels. You can't do anything too much other than, on an internal level, yes, you can send healing energy, you can pray, cover people, but the aftermath of it, to lose everything, lose your home, your business, whatever it might be, your school, yeah, it's a lot. Okay, so let's tap into your question. So you had your first questions or set of questions. You asked an update on this person's feelings. So you shared your own lack of romantic experience and apprehension toward being in a relationship, etc., and only wanted to be intimate if strongly committed to someone. Did this change things for him? Like, how does he feel after you sharing that information? How does he feel? All right, Spirit, ask for permission to tap into a party's energies. Let's see. How does he feel? Ten of Swords. If anything, it changed like the way that they viewed you, but in a positive way. It's like they're looking at you as more mature, like a healthy relationship with yourself, a healthy self-esteem. So if anything, this person may feel that the conversation maybe emotionally showed another side of yourself that I feel like they do appreciate, they do admire. It's like um I feel like a grounded energy and maybe vulnerability because this Empress is, she's bare, you see she ain't got she ain't got no clothes. So yeah, it's kind of this, I feel an appreciation and vulnerability and maybe even an emotional bond or maybe feeling a little bit emotionally open or connected to you. So this shows some level of strength as well. There might be a little comparison as well. Hi, Ashley. How are you? There might be a little comparison to maybe other people, or like, if not like specific people that they know, then just like, oh, most women that I've ran across or women our age don't really move like that or think this way or have this same type of standards for themselves. I feel like there's a little bit of that, but most likely it feels more of a connection, like emotional openness. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I just got home from work, so I'm just getting settled in. But I hope you've been doing well. Let's see. Yeah, this feels like more of a positive approach, or an eye, of how they see you. So the Ten of Swords, it could be like the way you're perceiving it is like, oh shit, why, But at the same time, it's something positive about this energy with the Death card. It's like, yeah, something did transform and change, but it's something beautiful that's coming of this. So their perception, how they're viewing you, is more on a positive note, more so from a place of maturity. Like you are mature, you have a healthy self-worth, self-esteem. The Two of Cups energy is kind of giving like you give to yourself. I feel like these two different feminine energies represent parts of yourself, a healthy relationship that you give to yourself, and also a little bit of that emotional bonding or feeling a little bit emotionally more open to you. You showing a side of yourself that shows some vulnerability and openness. It's kind of like a mutual energy. They may have not reciprocated in the same way. Maybe they said something along the lines of like, um, indulging in something about themselves or just kind of showing some level of like, yeah, I understand, I hear you, I feel you on that. It's like they might have not put a lot of confirmation on it, but there was some sort of exchange of like, how do I explain this? It seems like some level of reassurance or some level of at least I understand where you're coming from, or I feel you on that, I hear you, um, or sharing something about themselves. And it might not be as in the same type of depth, a level of depth, or even the same subject matter, but just like something to like reciprocate. But yeah, I do feel though with the underlying energy, you have the Five of Wands, top of the deck, you have the Chariot card. There is like a little still a little bit of ego here, an ego battle within this person. I feel like there's still this energy of you two figuring out the distance of this, like how far is this going to go, or how open or willing am I to go with this connection or our interactions. So that's what I'm getting from the first question. As far as this person's true intentions with you, what does this person truly want? Like, what's their true intentions? Let's see. What is this person in question that Mel is inquiring about true intentions with her? What does she need to know? What is it that she needs to know? Okay. The Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups. This card is sticking out to me. I'm going to take it. The Ten of Swords again, child. The Lovers at the bottom and the Nine of Swords at the top of the deck. Okay. I feel like this person's intentions, they're not really set in stone or clear. I do feel like so far this person does like what they see. Um, Spirit wants you to keep a level head about this connection. Like be open minded. The point of getting to know this person, or at this point where I'm seeing is like Spirit saying be receptive, be open, stand on your morals, your values, your principles, things that you desire, truthfully in depth or the depth of your heart. Like what type of connection are you really seeking? But still be open minded to kind of feel things out and know like, okay, this is something I'm going to move towards, or I feel it's worth putting in the energy, or this is something that I feel like, I just don't resonate with. There's something faded with the Wheel of Fortune. It does feel like a faded energy. And maybe this person does feel there's something that they're meant to experience here. Like they're open. I will say this person is open, with knowing that how you feel about relationships and connections. Like this person has more of a better understanding of you. So you might have answered some questions for them with the Nine of Swords, like, okay, there's maybe a little bit of fear, maybe there's a hesitance, and maybe it highlighted some fears of their own, but there's some sort of feeling of agreement or understanding of one another, some sort of like acceptance or feeling accepted by the other person, feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling a resonance. Um, but there is still this openness. So it's kind of like you guys are still looking at each other, still observing, still learning, still feeling each other out. So you guys haven't come to a set conclusion. So their intentions, if I could, you know, give an intention based off of the energy I'm picking up, it's more so along the lines of let's see how things flow. Like I'm receptive enough and open enough to get to know this person because I do generally like them. I do feel that we are opening up a little bit more, or she's opening a little bit up to me more. I feel a little bit more seen, more safe because I have my own fears and insecurities. So I feel like, we are on the same page. We kind of understand each other. We can relax a little bit, but there still hasn't been a decision as far as where to take things. And I will say that this person is giving you the upper hand as far as like where you want to take things, because it almost feels like they're looking to you to make that decision, or at least kind of let them fill it out. I don't feel fuckboy energy. That's not coming through. The only thing I will say is like, you got to keep in mind, if a person is single, and this is where communication comes in, to give people room to like tell the truth, what their intentions are, like instead of going off of your own perception or assumptions or your own desires. It's like, okay, I like this person, but like, I'm open to like dating a little bit more exclusively, but I got to know where this person is with that. So you have that conversation, you give them the opportunity to speak. If they say, you know what, to be honest, I'm dating like a couple of people right now. I do like hanging out with you, but I'm not looking for anything serious yet, because I'm not even really sure if I want to focus on one person right now. I'm not sure if that's what I want. Like, at least you give a person opportunity to tell you where they're at. I don't feel fuckboy energy from this. I do feel like this person does move singly, like single. So just having clarity and communication with someone, I mean, that's common sense. I feel like that's just a practical advice, but I don't feel fuckboy energy from this. If anything, I do feel like this person is, they move like they're single. They're not, logically and practically, if they're not in a relationship with you and you guys have not communicated that you're exclusive, or you're only going to, see each other exclusively, get to know each other exclusively, and not date other people, then that's a whole nother story. But if it be that hasn't been discussed, I do feel like this person is kind of, they're single. That's how their mindset, they're thinking, they're single, but yeah. All right. So let's move on to the other set here. You had, let's see. Why did this person cancel your date and then reschedule at the last minute? Was it some other girl that they wanted to take out instead? What was up? Let's see. Okay, so maybe this will get a little more into like their whole situation when it comes to dating. Let's see. Why did this person really cancel their date and then reschedule at the last minute? What was that about, Spirit? If it does have anything to do with another person that they're interested in, let that be known. Wow. You almost have a lot of major arcana cards. Like I said, I feel like this person thinks from a place of a single man. Like they are, I mean, that's what they are. They're single. So they're not committed. But the only thing I would say, like in this instance, in this case, the fact that they canceled on you in the last minute, that is an immature behavior. And I see that with the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups. This person, I don't feel like their intentions are negative, because I feel like there's a part of you that you have a good perception of who they are, and it's more so on the positive side. But because you don't really know where this person stands with you on a, it's kind of like you have questions as far as like their feelings, like you asking where, how does this person feel? There's a lot of wishy-washy energy, and I feel like both of you guys sometimes, um you guys both may have like a lot of assumptions that you don't address about each other. With the Nine of Cups, I do feel like it's more so something having to do with their own personal energy rather than it being about another person. Because I don't see this person being disingenuous, at least when it comes to the counseling. It wasn't coming from a place of, oh, I'm trying to hook up with somebody else. But there is an immaturity to it, though. With the Knight of Wands, that impulsiveness, being immature when it comes to communication, punctuality, stuff like that. The Nine of Cups, something more of a self-focused thing, or maybe even a little tad bit selfish, like, oh, I don't feel like going, instead of like, it could have been handled a little bit differently, I will say, on this person's end, but I don't feel like this has anything to do with another woman, like them wanting to take somebody else out over you. But I feel like there are some things maybe that do need to be clarified. Like they could have, um, it's almost like, how do I explain this? Because I do feel like your intuition is spot on in the right direction to certain degrees when it comes to this person. So like you could sense if this person is not completely just dating you or something, that could be true to an extent. Like maybe this person is seeing other people, or they're at least open to seeing other people. And that's where that clarification with that moon card, I feel like that's where the clarification, being in the dark and getting clarity, comes from. And I don't see this person being a liar or, yeah, I don't see that. This feels more so to me like getting clarification about someone. I will say this, like I said, they do give off an energy of like single, you know? So if they like someone, if they want to talk to multiple people, get to know this person, that person, they're going to do that. But I feel like if this person and you have a conversation that's clear, you'll get the answers that you need, you know, or feel this person out. It's really just asking the person directly and making your decision based off of this. I will say at this point, like there is some levels of immaturity. Like a person could be into you or like you or appreciate your company and your time. But at this point, Spirit is saying, like, just be open and don't put all of your eggs into one basket with this person. Because that Four of Cups energy kind of gave that. Like, putting too much emphasis or focus on just one person, you know, or if it's too much time or your social energy or dating energy is only going to one person without that clarity of what their intentions are and matching that and seeing like, okay, do we vibe? Is our intentions the same? Can we like move together with this? Or is this kind of like a mismatch? You have to give yourself the opportunity and this person the opportunity to kind of feel that out. And I feel with that moon card, because I keep looking at it, there's a lot of unanswered questions that should be clarified between the both of you. But yeah, again, like I said, this person moves single, but I don't feel like the reason for cancellation with you and rescheduling was because of some other woman. I don't see that. Let's see. What is this person cloaking or hiding? Any vices or things that you should know about? Let's see, Spirit. What does she need to know as far as anything that this person could be hiding? Any vices or anything else that this person could be cloaking that she needs to know or see? And to answer your question as far as like the hookup thing, like I don't feel like this person would be opposed to hooking up with you, but that's not their focus, if that makes sense. Like they're open to it, but that's not their focus. Like if you down, they down. Like, you know, I don't see them turning it down, but that's not the aim or focus. So what do you need to know about this person? This may not be the most stable dating option right now. This could be someone that you get your feet wet with, or you kind of, it's kind of like you have to step out. It's like this princess in the castle vibe I'm getting from the tower with the Nine of Wands. It's like freeing and liberating, emancipating yourself from this tower. Some sort of structure that maybe like with your dating, it's like this is a shakeup. This is breaking the ice. This is you getting out of some sort of comfort zone or pattern. Um, and it does require you to not so much trust this guy or trust another person first, more so than it is about you trusting yourself first. It's more so about that, like you trusting you, how much you trust yourself in your decisions and your interactions, you know, your convictions, how to approach things. It's like you gotta trust yourself in this. And the fact that you have two nines, you have the Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords. I'm going to go back to the whole numerology thing with the year of the nine. It's really that energy of mastery. So like you are the hermit coming out of its cave, or his cave, his time of solitude, or his time of aloneness, you know, on his journey. It's more, or singleness. You're coming out of that energy with more wisdom. So it's like your convictions, the things and decisions that you've made based off of past experiences and things like that, is coming from a place of wisdom. And also you have to include that inner intuition, that guidance within yourself too, to trust that to lead you to the right direction. And the Six of Wands is like your energy again. It's like free yourself maybe of your own fears, your own worries, the past. It's like with this person, I don't see them being a fuck boy. I just feel like it's about clarification and what this person's intentions are, because we can't call someone a fuckboy if, I would say, like, personally, if you know this person is single and you single, you can't assume right off the bat that this person isn't talking to other people. Like, that would be unfair to just be like, oh, this person is only thinking about me or only should focus on me. If that's not something that you guys have discussed, it's one thing for this guy to say, you know what, you're the only one I'm talking to. You're the only one, the love bombing and the leading you on, but whole time they out here playing games with other people, misleading you, misrepresenting themselves. That's a fuck boy. But somebody that's getting to know you, that's a single person, and you guys have not established anything or talked about it, let alone, that doesn't qualify them as being a fuck boy unless, like I said, they're playing games with you, mind games, love bombing you, lying to you, misrepresenting themselves. And I don't feel that. I do get it. If anything, this person might be hiding from you is that they do have a lot of insecurities. I do get that this person may also have some patterns and some traits and some ways that they too have to work through, but who doesn't? Um, but yeah, spirit is just saying, like, it's nothing really to be cautionary about with this person, other than the fact that you don't want to go blindly into a situation with a person. There's things that I feel like spirit's saying to remember, that you've learned, that you've experienced in past connections with other people, and keep those things in mind, but still be open and receptive and discerning. Like, this is what I say, like, we have to have practicality to our spirituality. It's okay to be spiritual, tap in, feel, but you also have to have things match the physical. You can't just be all up in the spirit or just too practical to where you're not listening or trusting yourself or your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm making sense when I say that. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, sis. I hope that your inquiries hopefully have been answered or lead you in the right direction with this. But yeah, strong message here. Don't put all of your eggs into one basket with this person or any person. Like, if you're dating and you're getting to know people, if that's your premise of, right now, I'm kind of apprehensive about getting to know people, but I'm open. I'm also, preserving myself sexually until I feel, ready to make a commitment to someone. So I'm just feeling people out, just getting to know people, Yeah. You're welcome. My pleasure, as always, sis. Thank you. All right. So take care. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Miss Monica and Rosie is who I see so far. If anyone else is interested, let me know. But yeah, so Monica, you were up next. Let's get your timestamp. Okay. 29, is that? I can't see her. I think that's 28, 25, I think. Oh my gosh. I hope this is the right timestamp. Because if not, we in trouble. Okay, hold on. So Monica. Is it okay? Sure. The list is kind of short as of right now. Yeah, so that's fine, Mel. Monica, your question is general. What do you need to know right now? Girl, not this person. I remember this person. The second question, I remember them. You used to ask about them. I remember that. All right, so let's tap into the general. Let's clear our previous energies right now. Thank you, Spirit, for divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. Thank you for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity for Monica. What does she need to know right now? Just in general. Wow, okay. Magician. Wow. You have all major arcana. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress at the top of the deck. So this is about your needs or being provided for, trusting in that, trusting in some level of divine support, even, I feel. Fruitfulness, abundance. Going into Taurus season, something with either Taurus season Taurian like energy, second house energy, something with the Venus as well, the planet Venus with the Empress. I feel a strong Taurus energy from these cards. Maybe even like the beginning of Taurus season, so like around late April. There could be some sort of beautiful start for you, or you start to feel more assured or things just start to kind of align. There's some sort of blessings or yeah, this feels like some blessed energy. Like it's the right moment, the right time. You feel good. You might feel lighter in your energy. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about your life or something going on in your life. It's a self-focused energy. This is something in regards to self-worth, self-love, being taken care of, provided for spiritually, maybe in your material realm, something maybe in the areas of like the second house, something with maybe job, career. It could be assets, that things that you value. You know, there's something beautiful coming of this. With the magician and the fool, there is some sort of new beginning manifesting itself, but it's not just happening on its own. It's like there is some participation from you though. There is some sort of activation or you putting your energy. I'm hearing active or activate. So there is something that you participated in. You've actively put the energy out there. It's like it only could have happened if you took this step. It doesn't have to be like a physical action step. Could have been you saying or affirming something out of your mouth or just believing. There's something that you did to activate this energy. So there's a positive shift that's taken place. And it just seems like it's a positive alignment, the right time. Um, I don't really get into too much astrology because I feel like I already kind of mentioned that with the Taurus thing, but it could be something with planetary alignment specifically. And it does feel like spring to me, like springtime or something going on during that season where things do feel a bit more sweeter, more lighter. With that, I don't know what this is, if it's a cricket or a grasshopper, but it does give me Jiminy Cricket vibes. And it's like some sort of like higher um consciousness, like your conscious, let your conscious be your guide, leading you to the right direction. And then I'm hearing that Disney song, and I think Jiminy Cricket sings it in Pinocchio. Um, when you wish upon a star song. I'm not gonna sing it. Okay, thank you, Mel. But when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, or something like that. It's like something about a goal or wish or something you've already put the energy out for. So it's like there's a practical level to it where you've put the energy out there, you've taken some sort of action step towards it, and things are just aligning because it's the right place, right time, the right energy, the right vibration for it to happen. Hmm. Yeah, it's something with this year because I'm paying attention to the snake. So again, forgive me for getting into the whole like zodiacs and stuff, but the Chinese zodiac, the year of the snake is the Chinese zodiac for 2025. So there's something with that too. There's something with that. Um, yeah, there's something with that this year. It just seems more of like a settled, more secure energy. The chariot is making me think of the fourth house. I see some sort of energy of growing and expanding, you taking divine calculated risk. You're going to see how it's going to bless you in the end. Yeah. To confirm this, I'm going to clarify or just see what else wants to come through with the oracle. Hey Tawanda, how are you? Let's tap in. Let's see. Stay in integrity and truth with the moon rising and then moon shining. So yeah, again, there's like something with alignment here. You see these moons seem to be in like this phase, like big. It's like they're going through this phase. and it's something with alignment, and they're wanting you to stay in integrity, stay in the course, like don't forfeit, don't give up. Don't give up, don't forfeit. Your blessings don't settle. It's like stay on path. Okay. Could be something with your moon, right? Like your moon and your rising sign with the truth card, the moon and the rising, like there might be some correlation to that or something about the zodiac signs. I don't know if that, might lead you in the right direction, but hopefully these messages make sense and resonate with you. Let's go ahead and tap into your second question, which is about love. I'm good. Thank you for asking, sis. It's been kind of a hectic week trying to adjust to this new schedule because I just got off work not that long ago. So, an hour ago now. It's been an hour. Okay, so your love question was about this particular person. You want to know why is this person reaching out to you after a year of no communication? What's their intentions? What they want? What they want? And Kelly, I see yours as well. Okay, so hold on. I'm sorry, Monica. Okay, so Rosie, Mel Pt2, and then Kelly. So let's see, why is this person reaching out to you after a year of not communicating? What is up with this person? Of course, the card's gonna fall off the table. Wouldn't be nothing of sort of my reading if it didn't have some cards falling off the table. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. You might, this is so random, but this may have nothing to do with this reading, this question in particular, but you might have options of like jobs or if you have multiple things that you're like expertise, not just basic skills like, oh, I know how to type whatever at minutes, words per minute, blah blah blah. It's like certain expertise, like I've been a supervisor, I've been a manager, I've been an IT specialist. It's like certain specific expertise, like you have the ability to do multiple things, or run multiple things, or you would be a big asset in some sort of way. So you might have multiple offers come at you or multiple positions that come your way that you get to pick and choose who or what you say yes to, whether it's a job offer, like getting hired, or just an interview or something like that, or meeting with someone. So that's just like a side note. I feel like that, I don't know, that wanted to come out. Now, as opposed, like this energy, this person right here that you asking about, share. 4 Wands is at the bottom of the deck now. So the Fool. I feel like this person, during that year of no communication, this person might have been kind of just misguided in their path or just doing shit just to be like, there was no sense of direction, intention, or purpose in what they were doing. It was kind of just a lost energy. As opposed to the star energy, like you might be more aligned or feel more connected with where you're supposed to go or be, or you're more so of a person that, if you haven't always been this way, at least at this point, you're more in a place of, I want to go where I'm aligned or meant to be or go. I want what's best or highest, the best and highest of whatever I'm supposed to have, experience, be with someone that's in alignment with me on the highest level of vibration, or just like a high vibration. It's a lot of um kind of being on like 2 different paths almost. And now that your energy is focused somewhere else, you don't really want this. Your energy is not in the same space that it once was. Now this person wants to sneak back up and creep back up. But I don't feel like this person is moving in the best like intention, meaning not like they're coming to like, I don't feel like it's an intentional deceptivity. It feels more so like a person that's misguided and they might be thinking about you, but they don't really have any type of um inner dialogue with themselves to tap in and feel like, is this the right thing? Am I in the right space to even be popping up in this person's life? Like, some people just don't think about the audacity. Like, you just got the audacity to just show up and pop up in somebody's life, and you're not thinking about whether or not your energy is in the right place to even be doing that. Is your energy in a space of being able to be open to communicate and get to know each other all over again, or apologize, or what? It's like, what is you coming in for? Or you just, oh, I've been thinking about you and I wonder what you're up to and I want you back in my life, or I don't know what I really want, but I was thinking about you, let me see if you still open. It's like there's no clear intent. So if you entertain this, I feel like it would just provide confusion. Basically, it's going to put you in a space of confusion because this person is already moving from a place of ego. I want to clarify the Seven of Swords before I say this. Let me just make sure we on the right track, Spirit. What's up with this person? Why are they coming back after all this time? What's up? Six of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. They're not coming to contribute anything. I feel like this person misses your energy and maybe like in some way what you've given. It's something about the connection or being connected to you that they benefit from you in some kind of way. The Knight of Wands is like, again, it's like this impulsive nature behind it. It's not a real it's not grounded. No, it's not. It's very impulsive. Your energy grounds them. Now, this is what they benefit from you. In some kind of way, your energy is that grounded energy. It may validate their energy in some kind of way, make them feel more secure, but their energy is coming in impulsively. It's something that's going to burn out. It might be exciting, like, ooh, what he want? He texts me, like, what's up? Like, it might be something to entertain in the beginning, or it might even make your ego feel a little bit good, but it's going to lead to this place of confusion and, okay, well, where's this person at with me? How do they feel? And you don't want to jump back into that cycle again with this person, because I feel like that's what this is going to lead to. It's going to put you back in that place of wondering that where's this person at? How do they feel? What do they want? This and that. Like, nah, because truth be told, they don't know what they want. So with the Justice card being here, there is some sort of karmic energy. And I would say, like, possibly and most likely, I'm like, I want to say I'm 99%, if not 98, I'll say 99% sure that this person is a test right now. Like, their energy is like a karmic test. Like, are you going to feed back into this cycle or this energy again? Is this something that you're going to participate again in? Because it just feels like their energy is quite still in this childish energy. Four of Wands. Yeah. Is this something that you want to align yourself? Is this a union that you feel will benefit you? Is this something of harmony and balance, and you're going to have to use both what you see, what you know to be true, what's in front of you, and also what you feel deep down inside to make that clear cut, decision, or just feel into the situation and discern the situation? Because I can tell you right now, this person's energy is not something that I feel like should be entertained. If any entertainment, is to discern and observe and be like, you know what? Okay, this is how I'm gonna move. This is my stance. This is my decision. This is how I'm gonna handle the situation. Thank you, Rosie. Yes, they're not together, but yeah, like, just in other words, drop it. Drop this like a hot potato, because no, no. Yeah. I'm not feeling it. So, yeah, we're going to leave this dusty energy in 2024 and past previous, like, we're not repeating that. I seen something interesting online. This woman, she's like an astrology chick, and she always posts like these astrology like breakdowns and stuff. And she was talking about how the Pisces North Node is significant. Um, well, basically, we'll be in, I think Pisces will be in the North Node till like January 20 something, if I'm not mistaken. But she was talking about the significance of the fact that the last time it was in this placement was back in 20. Get the Swifter. Yeah. Kelly said get the Swifter. Yes, absolutely. But no, she was saying that it was between, I think, 20 or 2006 or 7. It was around, I'm probably giving away my age, but I think it was around the time I was in high school and graduated out of high school, that she was saying Pisces was in that North Node, and she was like, think about those past experiences and what they represented to you back then, because it's coming up again. So there's something significant about this energy. So maybe you can kind of correlate between energies that you're experiencing in the now under this Pisces node, North Node energy, versus back in 2006 and 2007. I got to find that to be like right on point, because I don't want to be giving out long false information, but I'm pretty sure she said that this was back in like, because I remember I was like, dang, I was in high school when that happened. And that was like a bitch, because my North Node is in Pisces. That's my North Node. So like when she said that, because that time of my life was probably one of the roughest times in my life like I've ever experienced. Depression, it started there. Um, Toxic relationships and unhealthy relationship, love dynamics and stuff like that was probably that time. It was horrifical. It was a bitch. But that's my experience. That's not everyone's experience, but it was something significant about that. That's your South Node. So you're a Virgo North Node. Interesting. All right. So yes, Monica, that was your reading, sis. Much love to you. You got this. I would say this homeboy is not even worth the time and the energy. Honestly, I don't see nothing spectacular about it. It's just a spectacle. Nothing. So yeah. All right. So let's see where we at. Rosie, Mel Pt2, Kelly, and that is who I have so far as of right now. So, Rosie, let's get to your reading. Okay. Oh, damn. Your question, girl. Okay, let's see. Your timestamp is, I can't see. I think it says 48 minutes. I think it does. Hold on, I can't see. It's cracking my phone. 48:40. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, dang, I can't see this shit. 48:40 is your timestamp, Rosie. All right. And I don't know if you check your email yet. I emailed you back earlier, Rosie. So your first question, you want to know, has your group of girls, your homegirls, have they been fake all along, or why didn't they support you through a recent situation? Okay. I'm gonna ask more so that, like, why did they not show up for you, and through or support you through your recent situation? Let's see. Let's clear this energy. Thank you, divine spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. Thank you for divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the real reason as to why these specific friends and heart and mind of Rosie did not support her through a recent situation? What was the real reason? I'm hearing Cardi B. What was that reason? Okay. It's like random things. I be like memes and shit that be popping up. Like, hey, use this in your reading because it's got something. It's got something for you. Can this all fit here? It's a lot of cards. Okay, so I'm gonna take them. But you have the Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Death card. So I feel there's something about the level. It's like a level up energy. So vibrational level up. So therefore anything that's not in alignment with you anymore, it can't really show up. So it's kind of like, when you, whether it's like you heal or you come into realizations, because realizations about certain things that we need to change about ourselves, things that maybe we need to take accountability for, things that may hinder us, block us, or people or places or things, and like taking accountability to make that change within yourself or change your environment, change your connections. Like the more you work on yourself, the more you're not going to be able to relate and identify with people anymore. And it's kind of giving this energy, like the Page of Cups means well. The Page of Cups is really sweet, if not the most vulnerable, maybe naive in the heart. But the Two of Wands, it's like it's calling to a higher territory. It's calling to step out of the current realm or space or environment, and move into a new territory, a new space, right? To explore, to see what's ahead. So your energy is almost like it's how I explain this. It's like you're in between a space between the old and the new. With the Judgment card, it's like Spirit saying, because of this, it's like this happened because I'm getting on a practical level. These friendships, they don't match your energy in a level of capacity. So it's like they couldn't show up for you in the way that you desire because your energy requires a certain level of maybe showing up. So like what you require in friendships or connections, maybe a bit more mature, a bit more healthier than it was in the past. And I feel like these friends don't have the real capacity to show up in that way. Or it's like they may show up, they may have good intentions for you, but they don't know how to show up in the way that you actually need or deserve. It's like the energy is at a different level. How do I explain this in a practical way? Because it almost feels like, you could have done all this work on yourself and say, you know what, I want friendships that are like this. I only want to, connect with people at a level that's like this, more open, more receptive, where we're vulnerable with each other. And then, you met these friends from a space of where maybe you guys block each other when y'all would have arguments and petty drama, and then maybe kiss and make up and be like, girl, I apologize for that. I was in my feelings, blah, blah, like certain stuff that's like kind of, it's a certain level, and after you outgrow that, certain people cannot meet you on that level anymore. They don't know how to show up in that way. So it almost feels like some of these friends, they may not be graduating with you spiritually, or y'all just not on the same frequency. So it's like y'all can't even hear the same tune. It's like I can't meet you on that frequency. That's not where I am. That's kind of the vibe I get from this. And this is happening for you to make a decision, a call. And it doesn't have to be to completely cut them off. It could be, accepting the situation as is. I'm going to relate and connect with them on a level that I feel like we can balance each other without me, compromising who I really am and what I'm really about. Or it's like, this doesn't serve me at all. So what am I really holding on to? It's like there's something to conclude, and it may not be those two things or that black and white, but there's some sort of final decision or choice, because it's like you already know, or you've already been feeling like this is what needs to take place, or this is where things are going, or this is how I feel things have been going, or where they could go, or um I've been peeping this, I've been seeing this for a while. It's like what you got to do, or what's really going on. It's like up to you to make that final decision, because I feel like as much as you value these connections, there is a part of you that does feel like maybe it's time to step away, you know? And I wouldn't say that these are fake friends. Sometimes it's not people being fake, because I have to remember at times where I didn't have a certain level of emotional maturity to handle certain things. And I could care about a person and want to be vulnerable and say sorry or do this and that. But if I couldn't show up that way for myself, how could I show up that way for someone else? So it's almost like, well, I'm not going to do anything, or I'm not going to say anything, or I know I should apologize, but I'm going to be petty and I'm not going to, or I'm going to do this or X, Y, and Z. It's like, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's not being fake. It's more so of just people not being able to meet you at the capacity of the level that you're at or what you require in a healthy way, I should say, because I don't feel like you're asking for something that's unhealthy or unreasonable. But yeah, the death card is like, it's a bittersweet energy. It might be ending some friendships or ending something about the friendship. Something is not going to be the same. It's just not. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope I explained that right, because child, was hard trying to make it make sense. 2 + 2 is 4. It's not 5. Right. It's okay to outgrow people. In short, yes. You know, and how you outgrow them and what you do with those connections. It's like, just because one of the flowers outgrow the other ones doesn't mean that at some point they can't catch up, or be a part of the bouquet. Maybe, they might. But you ain't gonna clip yourself to fit them bouquets. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from that question. So let's see. How do you build back your self-confidence? Okay, let's see. Let's put this back. Spirit, source, God. What is the most healthiest way, healthy, empowering, encouraging way for Rosie to build back her self-confidence? What does she need to do? What's the first step to that? What does she need to do? Okay, this could kind of tie back into the last question, because sometimes like we'll take people's actions personally and then we start questioning ourselves, and that will take away from your own inner confidence. So to gain that back, it's like, before you jump to criticizing yourself or demonizing yourself, or kind of thinking about all the things that maybe make you feel bad, or a perception of yourself maybe that you feel like is not the most modeled person or citizen or whatever the case may be, before you jump to that, it's kind of like a smooth, um a practical, smooth way to approach this, like in a place of, I'm growing, I'm expanding, I'm changing. I'm not the same person. I'm very multifaceted, or I'm multi-layered. I have many layers to me. I'm very colorful. Some colors might be dull, some colors might be bright, some of them might be neutral, but I'm me. It's almost like you might have to reverse this energy, like reverse the energy of whatever it is that you criticize or demonize yourself to be. So I'll say, for example, for myself, like sometimes I feel like me being quiet, not being the most talkative person, because like I notice, like when I'm around a group of people that I don't know, that I'm not the most like bubbly person off top. Whereas some people are, they can just talk to anybody. They can just like be loud and just like, just talk to anyone. Where I'm like more so, I talk to who I resonate with. I start to open up more when I'm comfortable in a certain environment and setting and around certain people. So it's like I observe, I feel the energy. Sometimes I look at it as like, that's boring, or you're lame, or something's wrong with you. Like instead of doing that, it's like, no, this is my style. This is how I do things. This is how I move. This is how I operate in the world. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a power. Like that might be their power to be like, you know what? I'm not shy. Like I can talk to anybody. That could be a power for them. Just as a power could be, well, I observe people before I talk. It's not that I don't talk. I just pick and choose where I feel comfortable, where I feel like my voice is needed, or where I feel like it'll be valued. If not, I'm not going to overextend myself. That doesn't have to be a negative, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Like taking something that maybe is a criticism and seeing actually the positive in it, seeing the light in it, seeing the value in it. And I do get something about affirmations with the Ace of Swords, and this could be affirmations to like deprogram yourself out of some sort of like feeling of, it's kind of like putting yourself in a box or restricting yourself or minimizing yourself to some degree, or um it could be opinions or thoughts, whether they're your own opinions and thoughts of yourself, or what you think other people think about you, or what people have said about you or done. It's like taking that step to like reverse it and kind of like in a practical way, flow through your feelings and your emotions and acknowledge them. I feel like that's going to help you, at least the first step, I'll say, if not the total, like, oh, I feel, because there's always going to be moments where we doubt ourselves, but like, how quick can you bounce back and be like, nah, you know, because the Six of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like the Six of Wands is a reminder that you got to go through the Five of Wands to get to the Six of Wands. Like, you got to go through that internal battle, or sometimes even not really a battle with other people, but sometimes like it's hard enough to feel a lack of confidence connected to other people, outside forces or circumstances, but it's one thing to feel that, that lack of confidence sometimes when you're doing it to yourself, when you're your own worst enemy, and it's like fighting past the opposition, those adversaries, whether they're external and or internal. It's like fighting those things and winning the victory with the Six of Wands. It's like people look at other people and be like, oh, how are they so confident? Or how does this person so self-assured? But you don't know if that person is struggling on the inside, or you don't know if they had to go through some sort of painful experiences to where maybe they didn't always feel this confident. Maybe they struggled themselves, but now, this person is able to be that. It's like a resilience. It's a journey, So with the Six of Wands, it's like people see the aftermath, but they may not know what it took to get here, So this is something that's well deserved and earned, because it's not like fake confidence. It's not based off of what you have and what you look like, or the validation of others. Real confidence it starts on the inside, right? So you got to start internally. What are the things that you battle with about yourself that you most likely need to accept and embrace about yourself? And then the external things, you validate you. But it's easier said than done, because it is a journey, Not everybody is just like, and I'm sure I mean, it's common sense, like, not everybody is walking around thinking they just shit 24/7. When you have a healthy self-esteem, it's like you build your confidence based off of your character and who you are, If you're no longer the person that you didn't like in the past, you shouldn't demonize that part of yourself, nor yourself here in the now. You had to learn, you had to grow, you had to heal. So as long as you're taking strides to better yourself as a person, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I hope that resonated. It was helpful as well. I hope it was helpful. Okay, so Miss Rosie, that was your reading. I'm going to go ahead and move on down the list. Let me see. You're welcome. My pleasure, sis, as always. Let me see. Where am I at? I know Mel Pt2, you're up next. And then Kelly. If anyone else is interested, let me know. If not, Kelly most likely will be the last person on the list for tonight. So, Mel Pt2, let's get your timestamp. Where are we at? We're at, oh my God, this hair keeps getting stuck in my plant. Hold on. My bamboo tree is like 65. Wait, hold on. 65:38. Okay. That's 1:05:38 seconds. Okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah, let me check. I think I seen two things from you. Hold on. Let me just double check. And Kelly, if you could leave your question or topic so I know what you're asking. Okay, yeah, I got the 10. Thank you, sis. So, um, what is this person's other thoughts or assumptions about you? And you have a big development project you're working on and you're thinking about asking this person about his insights. Would he be receptive to helping you or supporting you through this? Okay. All right. So first, let's ask, what is this person in question, Spirit? We clear our previous energies and messages. What is this person in question? Other thoughts and assumptions about her. Any other thoughts or assumptions about her that she should know or would benefit from knowing? King of Pentacles. Okay, you got a lot of cards coming out too now. So King of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Devil, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. They might feel like the more you get to know them, yeah, the more you get to know them, the more vulnerable they may become, or the more like if not, I shouldn't even say that. It more so feels like if you were to commit. I don't feel like they're thinking like, yeah, it's like if you, because there's a side of them I feel like that they, like if they were to be a committed, be in their committed energy. So hopefully, let me break this down. Jesus, it must be a Pisces energy thing right now because I feel like this energy is like it's not as clear as I want it to be. So let me explain this. Okay, so I feel like it's this energy where people have a side of themselves that they feel like I would only show this part of myself with the person that I really truly love. Like if I was to really be in love and I feel safe in that connection, this is how I would show up. This is how I would love. I'm showing my true authentic self. I'm comfortable. I'm centered in my heart. Because the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles are more so in a feminine energy because the Pentacles and the Cups are feminine energies within themselves. They're receptive energies. So the kings in this energy are more on a receptive level. They're more in tune with their emotions. They're more attentive, more observant rather than assertive and action oriented, which I feel like you do have to be focused and intentional as a king of wands, a king of swords energy, or swords or wands energy. But in this instance, this feels like comfortability, safety, security, nurturing, watering, that emotional depth. And this person feels like if you were to get that side of them, that you might see something that you don't like. You might feel like it's something toxic about them. It's almost like this person's afraid maybe to even get attached, or they feel like you have issues maybe with becoming attached. But it more so feels like if you were to see some part of me, you may not really like it. You may decide that I don't want to work on this. I'm going to free myself. They see you as someone kind of independent as well. So the Queen of Wands is actually, she's dwelling in a masculine energy because Wands and Swords is masculine. So this is a woman that's very assertive. She knows what she wants. I would say that the Queen of Wands is the most independent woman of the deck. independent woman vibes all day. Queen of Swords is kind of like, I'm independent because I ain't dealing with y'all. Y'all got me fucked up. Somebody tried to like break me, but you know, I'm single by choice. I ain't doing this. Or I'm in a relationship I don't really want to be in. I just don't give a fuck about love like that. Whereas the Queen of Wands is like, you know, I'll date. I have fun. You know, I attract people. I have a good personality, you know, but it's also like, but I don't need you. Like, I'm good on I love my energy. I love just being in basking in my own light. Yes, I do. That's kind of the energy I get from the Queen of Wands. Like, she's happy in her magic and her energy. She know her power. She uses it wisely. She's confident in her energy. She's still sexy and fun and playful, but she's like, you know, I can do this shit by myself. I enjoy my company actually. You know, it's kind of that vibe that I get from the Queen of Wands. And so this person can feel like if I, you know, stoop to this King of Pentacles, King of Cups, real relaxed, real vulnerable, giving my all, putting my energy and intention and longevity into this, that this person may be like, you know what, this ain't it for me. It's not, you know, and it's more so on them. It has nothing to do with you. I feel like it's a fear more than anything. This person maybe has a fear of leaping into love. And this is what I find interesting about, well, men and women, whether they're dating each other, whether one person's more masculine, more feminine. It's like, let's use it. I'll use it from a heterosexual perspective because that's what I only know how to resonate with that. So I'm gonna just explain it that way. So like, let's say from a perspective of a woman that has gone through a lot of bullshit and she's used to fake masculine energy where it's very pushy, it's very fickle, um, lustful, it's not heart centered or open or receptive in a safe space. So it's like when that feminine energy does encounter a safe space masculine where they are, you know, showing up emotionally healthy and balanced. They're open, they're receptive emotionally. There's someone that is a safe space. It's like, oh, that's a turn out. Ooh, no, that's boring. Oh, there's something wrong with him, you know. And then flip it, where men that when you use heterosexual or masculine energy that's used to, you know, toxic femininity where it's very aloof and controlling and maybe immature and non-committal, but it's something exciting about it. But when a feminine energy that comes with a centered energy, that comes with a healthy energy within self, open to love and relationships, has the capacity and space or requires some sort of level of maturity, they run from that because that energy doesn't fit. Because you, to be in a healthy dynamic with somebody, whether that's a romantic situation, a friendship, family, like there has to be a level of transparency and honesty and authenticity, and that usually requires vulnerability, if not 100% of the time. Being vulnerable to the extent of saying, you know what, yeah, I have this fear, or you know, I don't want to lose you, or I want to do better. So I'm almost like, I'm not gonna show that. I'm gonna pretend like I don't care. That's immature as fuck. Or I'm gonna play games with you to see if you really like me. That's immature. That's kitty shit. It's child games. It's child games. So I feel like this person is really more so of a fear of fully being open and showing up, and your energy might intimidate them a little bit. Cause like the Queen of Wands, like we like the Queen of Wands, like she's sexy, she's fun, you know, she got it going on, but at the same time it's like intimidating, like, oh shit, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it though. Kind of what I'm getting from this. All right. So the project, let's see. I'm gonna look at the question again, make sure I'm reading it correctly. So oh, it didn't. I'll check. Because sometimes if it's on Cash App, I'll check. Let me double check. So this big project, this big development project that you're working on, you're wanting to know, would this person be receptive to helping you and supporting you through it? Let's see. This person be receptive to helping and supporting Mel through this big development project that she's currently working on. Let's see. Seven of Cups, Three of Wands, the Tower, the Magician, the Knight of Wands. Mm. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting in the fact that I'm not getting a clear answer. Hold on, child. Like, really? Like, Spirit is saying again, like, feel this person's energy out. Like, they might be able to contribute something to this. Like, yeah, I did get it, sis. Thank you. I got it. They might be able to give something to you, but it's almost like not in the capacity maybe that you want or desire or even deserve. It's almost like I don't know how to explain this. It doesn't feel like a grand support, like them supporting you throughout the entire process, or they might extend some sort of support or maybe enthusiasm about it, or throw out some sort of ideas or something. There's some sort of participation, but it's not quite in the way maybe that needs to be like hyped. How do I explain this? Because yeah, it doesn't feel like let me see. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords at the top. Yeah, I don't feel like it's something that you really need them to support you through, but it's like they might give something. Like there's some sort of energy that they will give. Could be a suggestion. It could be um, some sort of idea. Maybe they might solicit advice or something that they're experiencing in, but to be actively a part of it, not fully. There is a participation. I do see that, like some level of support or acknowledgement, compliments or something. It's like there's some sort of participation, but it's not completely grand. So they might support it in a sense of like, oh yeah, you should do this or let me know. It's like but it's not a full. I hope I'm making sense, child. Goodness, not a full on like, yeah. But it's something about this person. Like in the meantime, it's like Spirit is saying, like, get to know this person. Don't tie too much of yourself or your energy to them until you really get a feel and clarity on who this person is. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you can do it on your own. I don't feel like it's like you depending on them, but it's just like their energy is not that contributed. I hope I'm explaining that right. Goodness. Um, yeah. Okay. All right, sis. Much love to you. You're welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and probably close this out after Kelly because I don't think anyone. It's late. It's probably late as hell where y'all are because it's almost 11 o'clock here, 11 p.m. here. So, but I did get your note, Kelly. By the way, enjoy your weekend, Mel, Rosie, everybody that hopped on. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. So let's get Kelly's timestamp. So let's see. 89 minutes. So 9. I don't remember. I'll convert it later. Right? I can't see shit. Hold on. I can't. 80 19. Okay, actually 80 19. Okay. Yeah, definitely late. Girl, yeah. It's been a long day. But I got it. I'm a night owl. Even after I get off of this, like knowing me, I might not go to bed until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, which is like bad on my part. But I'm a night owl, and I'm like trying to like schedule my sleeping patterns a little bit better, but it's a little challenging. So, all right. So you want to know what's the energy for your career/work? You've been looking for a new job, and then the energy of the person on your mind. You recently stopped dating to focus on you guys' work and to get back on track as individuals. Okay. All right. First question. What's the energy surrounding career and work? You've been looking for a new job. What's the energy around this? Clear out previous energies and messages. What's the energy around this for Kelly? Career and work and a new job. What's the energies? Okay, so you have the Hangman, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like your current energy, like where you're at with work, it does feel like you're looking for something maybe that motivates you, maybe even inspires you. You may feel kind of like at a dead end with where you are, or just in general, when it comes to career and work, there's this energy of I need something to spark me. I need maybe you like a little bit of a competitive or job where there's a lot of um promotion for growth, pushing and elevating and growing, or multiple tasks, like something that challenges your brain. You're not just like just there, you know. Um, I do feel like spirit is giving you like an opportunity to figure out like where you want to go next. So there might be kind of like a period of it feels stagnant, or it feels like nothing's moving, or it's just like the stillness, boringness, but it's actually a period or energy to reflect. It's kind of what I'm getting. Or after you've done reflecting, that is, it's almost like you have to do this. So I don't know how to explain this any better. If you're already in this energy, it's like you'll know, potentially like what it is that you need to do, where you want to go. The death card, yeah. Something is ending, something is changing, and you might start to sense it. You might start to feel like, okay, it's time for me to migrate here, or this is where I want to do, this is where I want to go. But all I can say is this: like, if you are at a current place, a job, if you're starting to feel like something is dying out, you're bored, you're tired, that is your sign to like really start thinking about what do you want to do next, where do you want to go, maybe applying for places, but not just randomly, of course, applying, but like specifically like, okay, this is where I feel guided to go. It may even be like, I want to do a part-time job here because this is what I enjoy, and I'll do this as like, my stability right now. Or I'm focusing on my business, but I'm going to get this job because it's stable, or I'm going to do this at least, this is something that I wouldn't mind doing, or I would enjoy doing it. It's something with a plan, because there is some sort of change that's going to take place around career for you, or maybe even your work environment, but it feels like something maybe with growth and change or outgrowing. You're not in the dark about it, because I feel like you sense the need for a change. There is something about divine timing. I don't know with this this moon card, I'm paying attention to these stars and how they're aligning around this moon. And it feels like this is something that you are getting insight on already within yourself. Like you already sense it, you already know it. Yeah. So this is a period of pause, more so to reflect and like think, okay, this is, I'm out, because it is an energy of leveling up, outgrowing, ready to expand, do something more, do something different. And I've been picking this energy a lot lately for people in career readings. Hmm. This Queen of Pentacles energy, like if you do place your focus in the right, like put your energy in the right, in like the right direction, or it could be something that you're already settled in. It's like hold on to that. Like don't waver on that, because there is something that's fitting for you. So some people might say like, I would rather do this, or I would love to do this, but I can't because X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, if you already have the vision, you have the passion for something, there's ways to make that happen, or there is something out there for you or fit for you, or you're going to create it. So it's not a matter of, oh, well, that would be nice if I could, or if they had things like this, or I can't do that. That's unrealistic. It's like, no, there's something that maybe if you haven't concluded already, it's like you're holding on to something of value, and you got to trust in its abundance. You got to trust in its whatever it's, it could be its birthing, whether it's something that you are creating and manifesting and making happen for yourself, or it's something that already exists. And it's like, it just is a matter of time before it happens or manifests, or when it's time for you to move towards it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Let me see. 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's like if something starts to become too much of a burden or heavy, like as adults, like of course we can't just up and leave jobs and just say, oh, F this, and I'm just gonna chase a dream and then have no money. It's like you gotta have some practicality to your spirituality, as I say, and as adults we know better. We know that. But it's like you can tell when something is weighing on you. And so you move accordingly. You make decisions like, okay, I know this ain't going to be for me. So let me get my ducks in a row. Let me be smart. Let me do this. So when you get those feelings that something is timing itself out, or you feel like this isn't going to be for long, like you got to move accordingly to that. Don't sit on it. Don't sleep on it to the last minute. It's almost like the tower. The tower card reminds me of like an eviction notice. And I use this sometimes too, but like an eviction notice, like where you have a specific date that you have to move all of your things out, but you wait to the last minute to start moving your shit out. And then it's like, well, we got to lock up, and then you got to deal with that. So it's like you don't want the tower moment to hit. You already have something to prepare you, or a time, like a grace period. So hopefully I'm making sense when I say that. Oh yeah, it's not a fear mongering thing. It's not anything like that. But like we know when it's time for us to do something, and then like how bad it is when we wait till the last minute to move on something that we knew we should have been doing. That's kind of the vibe I get from this. Okay, so what's the energy of the person on your mind? You guys recently stopped dating, more so to focus on yourselves. So let's tap in and see, like, what do you need to know as far as this person? What's the energy of this person? Like, what does spirit want you to know in relation to them and your connection? What do you need to know? What's the energy? Kelly and her person of interest. Okay. Took forever to get these cards out, just to get 3. Like, really? Okay. The 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. I feel like the both of you guys do miss each other. I do feel like maybe reminiscing, fantasizing about what used to be or something like that. You both may want to reach out, you may want to pour into this, but there's some sort of, did I make the right decision? And it might be more so coming from you, but there's this feeling of reminiscing, kind of missing each other, but icing each other out maybe from a place of practicality. So it could be the job thing, or just like, well, we said this is what we're going to do, so this is what we need to do. I don't want to get in this person's way, and I don't want to get in this person's way. It's kind of like a back and forth. Okay. Um this person could also be curious, and maybe both of you guys are, because it almost feels like a mirroring energy. Like, looking at these two cards, it's like they're kind of mirroring each other. So you guys could also be wondering, just as the other person is wondering about, like, are you emotionally disconnected from this? Have you, like, walked away? Are you in a better space? Are you feeling like you want something more, something better than this? It's that questioning. There's a lot of assumptions around this with that Seven of Cups. I feel like this is a lot of hypothetical thinking, fantasizing, maybe positively, but also like negative fantasies, like, oh, well, what if it's this? And what if this happens? It's like a mixture of energy, but it's almost mirroring, if that makes sense. Four of Swords and the Page of Wands. So the Four of Swords at the top of the deck, Page of Wands. You're in the right space where you need to be. If you feel guided to like check in with them, that's one thing. But like to engage fully, it does feel like your mind, like you might feel pulled back into your own energy again, to where you might say, okay, well, I'm not really ready to engage fully in this or give to this right now. With the Four of Swords, it's like you're trying to figure your own situation out, your own path out. With the Page of Wands, you may even like the freedom of not being in a connection right now, but that doesn't mean you don't care about this person and you're not thinking about them. So there is a little bit of like your energy being a little removed, and this person may sense it. But I want to ask again, because this feels like your energy and their energy mirroring each other. Where is this person in question? Where is their energy at with the connection? This person in question that Kelly's asking about. King of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. Yeah, so for the most part, this person is very self-focused. They do have a specific goal in mind for life, or like at this present moment in their life, there's something that they're trying to get to. So like, let's say for instance, this person is trying to move up in their company or something like that. They're very adamant about that. Like, I don't have time to like hang out on the weekends with people. I'm doing OT, or doing overtime. Excuse me, I'm doing overtime. I'm, trying to get in good with, the bosses, and show them that I'm reliable, show them that I'm serious about, my responsibilities or my position or the position I'm trying to get, or whatever the case may be. It's like this person's very focused. It's like an ambition. It's something like a wish fulfillment that they're trying to get to. And it's like an achievement for them if they make this happen. And it feels like it's along the lines of like a creative energy, a creative project, or they're trying to create something for themselves that they feel like is an achievement, and it's a personal goal. I don't feel like this has anything to do with other people or another person. This is something to do like a personal development or growth or level up. Yeah. So I feel like you both, essentially maybe where you're supposed to be. With the Hangman card at the bottom of the deck, it's like kind of this do nothing energy. The Three of Cups, I feel like this person is still open to you. They may be like kind of looking at themselves as like single, but they do think about you. There's still a um missing energy, like missing you. May feel like it's not the right time, or they don't want to like get in the way. Yeah, because it's almost like sometimes with the Five of Pentacles, it gives this energy of someone may be feeling rejected by the other person because of the other person feeling like, oh, well, I'll get rejected if I say this. So, like, well, dang, it's been a while. We haven't talked. Like, do they care? Or they might be saying the same thing. Like, does she care? Like, it's been a while since I heard from them. But someone could be in their head going, oh, well, I don't want to bother them. I'm not going to talk to them. So I'm not. And then the other person's like, oh, well, they must not care because they're not saying anything. So it's like that type of energy could be going on. I don't want to get in the way. I don't want to distract or so it's not really a rejection like, oh, I don't care, I don't like them, and it's not that. It feels like kind of an intentful separative energy, if that makes sense. Still, like that energy still going on, but that doesn't mean that this person isn't thinking about you. It doesn't mean that you're not thinking about them, that you don't reminisce, you don't miss them. It doesn't mean that. But yeah, and there might be a little bit of a curiosity as to like, are you far removed? Are you like doing your own thing so much so that you're not really focused on them? There is that there too. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah. So I do feel that it's very like this is where we need to be, but that doesn't mean like the human self don't get involved and be like, damn, but I do miss this person or I would like to talk to them. It's it's kind of that push and pull, but it doesn't feel toxic. It don't feel negative. It's you know. So yeah, I like it. I feel like the energy is where it's supposed to be. It's nothing bad about this at all, you know. But hopefully I was able to help you confirm, give you some clarity. Yeah. But as always, much love. I appreciate you guys. Yes, you're welcome. I appreciate you, Kelly. I appreciate everyone that donated. Thank you for the love, the likes as well. And I will see you guys in the next one, y'all. I'm going to get relaxed, okay? And give me something to eat. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And as always, much love. I'll check back with y'all probably this weekend. Yeah. Ghetto Fairy Fridays tomorrow. I forgot. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, so Ghetto Fairy Fridays tomorrow. So we look forward to that. And then what am I forgetting? I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I haven't put my Patreon weekly up. Damn, I forgot about that. It's been a lot. This first like this month alone, damn it, has been like so much going on. So many transitions going on already. So much going on in the world, child. It's amazing and triggering and scary at the same time. But yeah, try to stay focused on the positive, control what we can, and try to roll with what we can't. Just be patient. So much love as always, y'all. Y'all be blessed, be safe out there in the streets. Take care of yourself. Love to you and your loved ones and family. And as always,